This video clip is brought to you by Suzanne Kimmel with First Street Remax Gold.
So it's winter, it's cold, but it's the perfect time to start seeds indoors. And we are talking with Christy from Davis Ace Hardware. She's going to show us the 3 different steps to starting seeds.
All right, the first thing we need to consider is getting our materials together. The first thing we're going to need, obviously, is seeds. You're going to need a soil mix. A good seedling mix that's porous and well draining is best. We're going to need containers to put the seeds in the soil in. You can also use used yogurt containers or egg cartons as long as there's holes and drainage in it. We're going to need heat. Seeds need a temperature of 70 to 90 degrees to germinate. Most houses don't keep that consistently in the wintertime, so a heating mat works for that. We're also going to need a light. Plants need 14 to 16 hours of light to germinate and also 8 hours of dark. And so a light, an agricultural type grow light, and then if we have a timer can make that a very simple operation.
Okay, Christy, what's step number 2?
The first thing you're going to want to do is get your seedling mix, and you're going to pre-moisten it. So you're going to put it into a container, and we're going to add some water.
Now, why is it important to add water?
The soil is really difficult to water once it's in the container, and what happens is you get the seeds in there and you dislodge the seeds and it creates problems. We're going to take our pre-moistened soil and pat it into our container. Get some seeds. We're going to do corn here right now. 2 to 3 seeds per container that you're putting it in. You want to look on your seed package and make sure that you see what depth you're supposed to be planting it to, and for corn it's 1 inch.
Okay.
And so then we're going to put the appropriate amount of moistened soil over the top there.
Okay, I'm one never to follow directions, and it seems like when you're doing something like this,
it is important because it's different for every type of plant how deep you need to plant.
Okay. On to step 3, and that really entails, Christy, just setting up the whole system.
Right.
And you said to start with the heat mat.
Right, exactly. And that would go underneath our seeds.
Okay.
So we'll say we have our container here in this tray, and then we're going to have our light, and it needs to be approximately 2 inches above the seedlings at all times.
So rather close. I mean,
yes.
That seems really close.
And you need to keep it that way consistently, so as the seedlings grow, you will continually move the light up.
And the timer is to keep track of all the hours spent with the light on and the light off.
Exactly. You want to water when it feels dry to the touch, and you would do that either with a mister or you would water in the tray underneath the seedlings. At some point you may want to give it a light diluted fertilizer. Rub your hand over the seedlings, and that simulates wind, and so it helps build strong stems.
Excellent tip. Is this a month-long process, weeks?
It depends on the plants themselves, but generally it's 4 to 8 weeks, something like that, and then you'll start transitioning them to the outdoors.
Okay. Well, happy seed planting. I'm Jennifer Harrison with Christy from Davis Ace Hardware for icdavis.com.